deprivation as a good thing, Julianne Soviera states, plant-based diets have been the subject of much attention as of late, with as many proponents as there are skeptics. A plant-based diet consists of whole plant foods, primarily vegetables, fruits, beans, nuts, and seeds. This type of diet will deprive people of heart disease, obesity, muscle soreness, diabetes, exposure to dangerous antibiotics and hormones, allergies to asthma, autoimmune flare-ups, and certain types of cancer. Have you ever thought about reducing your meat intake or attempting to stick to a plant-based diet? Well, I'm here to talk to you about why this could greatly improve your health. Not only could it reduce your risk for chronic diseases, but as young adults, plant-based diets could even improve your skin. So I know all of us have experienced acne before, and actually dairy can worsen acne. So going plant-based could actually be beneficial to that problem that we can all relate to, according to the article, The Breadth of Evidence Favoring a Whole Foods Plant-Based Diet. I have been a vegetarian for over a year now, and I have seen it greatly improve my health and the way my body feels. Now, don't get me wrong, I used to love meat. I still crave a pulled pork sandwich every now and then, but even simply cutting back on your red meat consumption can be extremely beneficial for your health. Now, America is an extremely unhealthy nation. We have very high rates of diabetes type 2, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, cardiovascular disease, and cancers. And these are all health related. And our nation can simply reduce these risks of dying of health-related chronic diseases by changing our diet to more plant-based. Going vegetarian or cutting back on your meat consumption can greatly reduce your risk of getting these health hazards. And in a study measuring the effect of low-fat plant-based diet intervention in 2013, people who were on the verge of getting these health-related chronic diseases actually intervened and had their diet switched to plant-based, and this reduced their BMI, blood pressure, triglyceride levels, which is basically just fat, total cholesterol, and LDL to HDL ratio, which is bad cholesterol to good cholesterol. And all of these factors are related to cardiovascular disease risk. So after introducing this plant-based diet, the risk of these people getting these chronic diseases went down greatly. Also in the article, Food That Heals, Bonnie Coyle, the chair of Department of Community Health and Preventative Medicine for the St. Luke's Network, said that there's a significant evidence that eating a predominantly plant-based diet prevents and has positive effects on a lot of health conditions. So even if you already have a health condition, switching to plant-based can lessen the mortality rate of that chronic health condition. And I know a lot of people are nervous about, like, the one thing that they always get nervous about with plant-based diets is, where am I getting my protein? So personally, being a vegetarian, I am taking a nutrition class right now, and we're analyzing our diets. And one of the things that I found really interesting is that I take in 150% of my necessary protein for the day. So clearly, being a vegetarian doesn't hinder protein intake as much as you would think. And according to Let Plant Proteins Shine, some tips for switching to plant protein are to load up on beans, lentils, nuts, and soy. Also on the topic of protein intake, the article, How Healthy is a Plant-Based Diet, it states that a lot of plant foods contain the quality and quantity of protein that we need, and the main reason people ever lack protein is because they lack food access and are in extreme poverty. So unless those are your main problem in your diet, just switching to become a vegetarian should not increase your risk of not getting enough protein. And another study about people's perceptions about plant-based diets, E.J. Leah concluded that the majority of people know that plant-based diets are beneficial for people's health, such as reducing saturated fat intake, increasing fiber, and increasing disease prevention, but so little of our nation actually acts on that it's like the information isn't useful unless you use it yourself. So taking this information and applying it to your own diet is the most important thing. And according to the article, 8 Reasons Why a Plant-Based Diet is Good for You, one of the greatest reasons is extension of life. So vegetarians have the lowest mortality rate out of all other diets. Like, I know you guys have heard of the paleo diet, the low-fat diet, the low-carb diet. All of those have a higher mortality rate than vegetarians. So if you can imagine a nation where most of us ate plant-based, chronic disease would decrease greatly, and a lot of us would have less healthcare costs to worry about, which I know is a big thought today. And people would be more active and healthier, and therefore a lot happier. And I know, obviously, a lot of us base our life satisfaction with how happy we are. So I know that's one of the most important things that we are all thinking about. So now I call for you to do something about the way you eat. Challenge yourself. If you absolutely love meat and aren't willing to give it up all the way yet, think about going meatless once a week to start. Like, meatless Mondays are a thing even at Metro on campus. Your body will thank you for any steps you take towards a plant-based lifestyle. So take a hold of your health and pick plants.